Hello, hello. This is the Maya Artifact episode number 3406. Today's date is 4th of May 2025. It's been almost like a night at 10:40 p.m. All right, we directly jump into the question. Let's go. Okay, yeah. Question is how can understanding of anatomy improve the depiction of human figure in art? Okay, that's a kind of like little bit complicated question. It's not really that complicated. The words that they use in this question are a bit complicated. It makes you feel like the question is like a too much serious and stuff like that, but it's very basic questions. Oh yeah, you just have to understand and make it simplify. Oh yeah, first of all, where is this question came from? Okay, so couple of weeks ago, I was watching Demons of Leonardo. It's a web series based on Leonardo da Vinci. If you don't really know who is the Leonardo, Leonardo is a person who draw the world famous Mona Lisa painting. He is not just a painter. He is a master of multiple things and amazing. While watching that particular show, I was really influenced by his thought process, Leonardo's thought process. I wanted to think like him. So I went to ChatGPT and kind of like that ask me such a question so that I would think like Leonardo da Vinci. And this is one of those questions. Now question says, what can understanding of anatomy improve the depiction of human figure in art? Okay, so what is exactly the anatomy? Okay, let me tell you one thing. Anatomy is a medical word. Okay, yeah, and medical word are really complex. But first of all, anatomy means like that ki um still I don't really have any kind of like some proper definition, but still anatomy means like that ki whatever the stuff inside our human body, that is called somewhat anatomy probably. Okay, I'm just trying to simplify it this way because I still don't know what exactly the anatomy. Okay, yeah. um what exactly is this thing? Okay, yeah. Like okay, so have you seen a dog? Okay, yeah, everyone's seen a dog. Okay, yeah. Now try to imagine what would be the skeleton look like of dog. Can you imagine that? Yeah, you could imagine. Like there is a leg, there is a chest piece, there is a spinal cord, there is a head. Yeah, you could kind of like simply imagine. You could see the people. Yeah, see around you. Like there are some sort of people, your father, mother, brother, whoever the person around you. Look at them and try to figure it out. What would be skeleton look like? Yeah, use your imagination. You could see the legs, arms, and things. Yeah, you could see that. Okay, this is what kind of like a something the anatomy means like that ki a skeleton, a kind of like only stuff inside our skin. Okay, means muscles and everything. Okay, that is called something anatomy. Okay, yeah. Now another question is that how it depict the human figure in art. Okay, yeah. So that is also kind of like a only question that you need to understand first. Okay, right now we are living in this world where like we are living in 2025. Like today's date is the 4th of May 2025. Okay, yeah. And we are living in modern world. Okay, yeah. And basically doing a portrait or kind of like a person who do a portrait are very less. Like basically, let me tell you one thing now. Ki almost like a 400 or 500 years ago, at that time camera doesn't really exist over that time. So if I wanted to kind of like something capture to the history or something like that, or if I wanted to take photo of myself or something like that, so I wanted to hire a kind of like a simply painter who could, a portraitor, a person who could draw the skeleton, draw the kind of like a simply stuff. Okay, yeah. So basically the Leonardo, and on that era, like basically Leonardo is actually from 400 years ago, 400 500 years ago. At that time usually people do kind of like a portraits. Okay, yeah. So when you draw portraits, portrait means like that the taking like painting the photo of the people, painting the people from your colors and things like that. Okay, yeah, it's art. Okay, yeah, it is an art, and it's art, but as also you really require to understand the how does anatomy look like that. Like I don't know, like I'm like, am I trying to sense, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Okay, yeah. Let me just simplify even more. You have your camera. Okay, yeah. Now take the photo of someone else. Okay, with your portrait mode. Like basically open your camera and there is a portrait mode. Obviously you are using smartphone and obviously their portrait mode are obviously available. Okay, yeah. So click on that and snap the photo. Okay, yeah. So that is called kind of like a portrait photo. Get it? Portrait photo means like that ki you're not taking the entire photo of the entire human body. No, you are taking kind of like a somebody chest and head. Okay, yeah, and might be like you are like full body will not consider as a portrait. No, half body is actually considered as a portrait or kind of like a somebody. Make sure that the chest and head should supposed to be covered. That is called portrait. Okay, if you don't really know, you just have to Google it, type the portrait photos, you could see so many photos. Okay, yeah, so there is a photo. Okay, you could see that. So this is kind of like a simply photo that captured by the photographs cameras, right? Yeah, but 400 year ago camera was not even exist. So at that time people draw, right? People draw the kind of like a stuff. Now let me tell you one thing. Camera is a kind of like a doing the all those things automatically, so we don't really need to figure it out, the anatomy and things like that. But when we draw portraits, we need to understand the anatomy. Okay, yeah. And how is this thing work? Okay, like what is exactly anatomy? Like you already mentioned, but how does it associate with the art? Okay, yeah. So basically now, okay, search, go to the Google, search about verse portrait painting. Okay, yeah, verse, like type whatever verse portrait painting. Okay, yeah, go to the images and you could see so many weird painting regarding about like a people who draw painting with a really weird, like a someone makes eyes really pop up like very big, some makes nose are kind of like a something like. Basically this is na ki like the painting is not perfect yet. Okay, yeah. Also I'm giving you example. Try to search about Shah Rukh Khan portraits. Okay, yeah. Shah Rukh Khan portraits painting. Okay, yeah. Search on Google. Okay, yeah. Now you could see so many portraits. People are kind of like a draw that painting. You clearly find that there is some sort of missing things, like a lips are kind of like a bigger, or nose are something really not that good, like eyes are really not that good, or the eyelashes, the hairs, and like we could find out there is some sort of problem. Okay, yeah. Why we could found that, why we could kind of like understand that this painting is not really good, is because of that we already seen Shah Rukh Khan. We know how Shah Rukh Khan looks like in the real world, and a painting is not kind of like exactly match that personality. Okay, yeah. So this is what kind of like assembly anatomy work. It happened inside of you, but you don't know it. Okay, yeah. Still not understand. Okay, yeah. Search about Mona Lisa painting on the Google. Yeah, you could see the Mona Lisa painting. Okay, yeah. Now Mona Lisa painting, can you see that this painting is kind of like a something exactly Mona Lisa painting? Might be, yeah. Why? Because first of all it drawn by Leonardo da Vinci, but another thing is that why we consider this Mona Lisa is kind of like a something look really good portrait is because of that we don't really see in the Mona Lisa in real life. What do you mean by that? Okay, yeah, in first previous example we already seen Shah Rukh Khan in real life, how it looks like that, so we can easily verify this portrait is kind of like a somebody exactly match with the real life or not. Okay, yeah. When you talk about the Mona Lisa painting, then Mona Lisa, we don't really have any kind of like a some evidence, we don't really have any kind of like a photo of Mona Lisa that how does she look like in real life. So when we don't really have any kind of like a simply a real form of evidence, then we are started believing that the whatever the painting that we have regarding about Mona Lisa is correct. And this is somewhat it is also be correct too, because this painting is like a, like I don't know, okay, there are so many people who make the video regarding about the Mona Lisa painting, how amazing it is. It is really really amazing. Okay, yeah. So let's go to the first example, that Shah Rukh Khan painting. Okay, yeah. So why does we feel like that the painting of the Shah Rukh Khan is not matched with the Shah Rukh Khan? Like, yeah, it's not exactly match. Why? Is because of the anatomy. Okay, yeah. Like in some paintings, the lips sizes, the lip sizes, nose, and everything is misproportion. Okay, yeah. This misproportion is actually happen is because of that the artist who draw that particular painting, who didn't really have information regarding about how the muscles look like that, or how does inside our nose, or inside our nose there is a kind of like a something bone. This bone how much kind of like a takes space. Okay, yeah. This is very very important to understand. When you draw a portrait, how does that person look like in a painting? Okay, yeah. Like the bone structure, the lips, this is very very crucial part of it. Okay, yeah. Let me tell you one thing. Drawing a circle isn't very easy, but draw a face is very complicated, very very complicated. The people who are kind of like a practicing this thing, they practice so much regarding about eyes, nose, and everything. Okay, yeah. And they don't just draw the painting, they don't really draw the eyes and nose and things like that. No, they understand that ki how does this nose is exactly associated with the real life. Okay, yeah. Shah Rukh Khan nose is kind of like a little bit pointy. Oh yeah, little bit pointy. So as a painter, as a person who are kind of like a draw the painting of Shah Rukh Khan, that person, that artist should supposed to be know how does anatomy work like that. How does inside of nose, how much bone structure, how much muscles around them, how much it is. Okay, yeah, it is very very essential. So that's why most of the painter are kind of like a somebody 400 year ago, most of painter are kind of like a draw the painting by looking at the actual person and draw this thing. Okay, yeah, because it's very essential to look them. And because today's people are kind of like a take the photo and kind of like a try to draw the painting by looking at the photo, which is very 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 easy. Okay, yeah. But this is some sort of problem in this thing. Okay, yeah. Because let me tell you one thing now. When you trying to draw the painting from the photo, means like that ki, example, I am a kind of like a simply a painter. Okay, yeah, I wanted to draw Shah Rukh Khan photo. Okay, yeah. So basically what is at least this thing, I have photo of Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, yeah, in my mobile phone or whatever it is. Okay, yeah. Now basically I just have to copy that thing. I just have to copy that thing. But after you copy, it didn't really match with that. Why? Because you are looking at that photo in 2D. Yeah, like basically whatever the photo that you are seeing on Shah Rukh Khan is 2D, two dimensional. Okay, yeah. But when your Shah Rukh Khan is actually sit in front of you, and when you draw the painting of the Shah Rukh Khan, then you understand the Shah Rukh Khan knows how much depth it is. Okay, yeah, like how much perspective you realize, you kind of like find out the depth of the nose, eyes, how much is kind of like a somebody creating curve. Like you understand this thing. Okay, yeah. So let me tell you one thing now. Ki when like a 400 year ago, people are actually draw the painting by looking at the actual people. Like basically the people are actually sit in front of them, and they kind of like a draw that thing. Is because of that ki they would understand the depth. Okay, yeah. Because when you draw the painting from the photo, it's 2D photo. Okay, we don't really understand the depth of the nose and things like that. But when you see in real life, you understand that thing. Okay, yeah. This is also really essential, because let me tell you one thing, the expert photographer, sorry, expert portrait person who draw the painting, who draw the portrait, is kind of like a somebody very essential to understand anatomy, how it kind of like look like that, how nose and everything. Okay, yeah. And that person did lot of practice, lot of practice. Now this question is actually associated with the Leonardo. So I'm going to talk about Leonardo. How does he do that? How does he, like, yeah. Okay. So Leonardo, he's a really mad person. Yeah. Like, I do influenced by his thought process and way that he thinks, but still he is a really mad person. Yeah, literally he's a really mad person. Okay, yeah, because when he draws some sort of thing, he always have curiosity regarding about why the skin look like this, why the face is kind of like a different than each other, why this thing is that. Like, he always have curiosity that how does we breathe, how does we things, like he asks those questions and things like that. And if he didn't really found any kind of like a some answer, then he cut it open. Means like that, he did lot of dissection. Okay, what's a dissection? A dissection is a kind of like a some process that you cut the human body. Okay, yeah, but not the way that you think it is. Okay, yeah. Cut means like not cut in half, no. Cut in means like that na, ki you just cut the layer of the skin. Means like that you just have to skinning. Means like that ki you rip off the skin. Okay, yeah, you rip off the skin, and then you try to look that ki what is actually inside the skin. Okay, and then there is a muscles. Okay, yeah, obviously that person should supposed to be die, but it just like that now, when that person dies, still the firmness of the skin is still little bit of exist. Okay, yeah. So Leonardo kind of like a cut the skin. Okay, yeah. Then he look at the muscles. How does it do, how does muscles are actually connected with the mouth and things, like because of these muscles we could create the emotions, sadness, happiness. Okay, yeah, this is kind of like a muscle. So he understands there's a muscle. Now those muscles are associated with the bones. Okay, yeah, he looked that thing, then teeth, then nose, then basically understand the organ. Now he try to understand the function of the organ, how does we breathe, how does we think, that it is lot of thing. Okay, yeah. Leonardo does that thing. Okay, yeah, he do kind of like assembly. I'm not really sure the dissection is a kind of like a proper word for it, but yeah, he did that thing, and not only with the human body, but he did with the multiple species like a dogs, cat, buffalo, whatever he gets animal, he just try to skin that and try to draw the painting. Okay, try to draw the how does muscles look like, how he was kind of like a curious about the muscles and the skeletons and things like that. Okay, yeah. So this is called kind of like assembly anatomy. Okay, yeah, because I think that Leonardo is the only person on the planet, on the history of the planet, he did a lot of study about the anatomy, because he's really good painter. Another thing is that he does have a lot of information regarding about how does muscles look like this, how does muscle kind of like a something, like how does muscles or bones are kind of like a something create a particular face structure. And this is information is actually happened is because of that Leonardo did lot of dissection process. He's skinning the process. He rip off the skin, rip off the muscle, rip off the bone, rip off everything organs, try to figure it out what exactly is this thing. And because of he has those informations, like a layer by layer information that what is actually inside the skin, because of this thing he does have anatomy regarding about that. He figured it out that if I see some sort of person, what would be seen, like there is a skeleton, there is a muscles, there is a skin, there is a organs. Okay, yeah. So he try to figure it out, try to capture, try to draw the painting. Okay, yeah. So that's why the Mona Lisa painting is a kind of like a something so crazy that people don't really understand that. Like basically one side of painting, like if you see like a, if you see the painting, if you see the entire painting, you could see that Mona Lisa is kind of like a some just staying like a kind of like a some just a normal photo, yeah. But when you just see the only the smile, just only the smile, then probably you are bitterly confused, because the mouth is kind of like a representing smile. She is smiling when you look only to the mouth. she's smiling. But when you see the entire photo, it's not feel like she's smiling. And this is what kind of like a something very weird thing, because we are seeing only one photo, we are seeing this only one portrait, but still we have very different opinion. Okay, yeah. um, in photograph we can't do that. Example, what you do is that you have phone, take the photo of your whoever the person around you, your father, brother, mother, sister, take the photo, make sure that photo should supposed to be take the portrait, and as also your head and chest. Okay, yeah. Try not to take the photo full photo, no, head and chest. Okay, take the photo. Now basically try to zoom in. Okay, I try to zoom in this thing. This is kind of like a very normal photo. Okay, now what should you supposed to do is that ki, ask that person, whoever the person in front of you, try to smile. Okay, yeah. Now take another photo, and when you took that photo, now you try to compare the smile photo and normal photo. You could easily understand the muscles movement. Okay, yeah. When that particular person smile, the muscles is change. Okay, yeah. And this is what kind of like a something, the two images that we have now. We have two images. First image is a normal image, another image is that person is smiling. Okay, yeah. And this is why we are try to compare, to try to understand this thing. Okay, yeah. But in the Mona Lisa painting it's very different, because when you see the Mona Lisa painting, the entire painting it's kind of like a somebody normal painting, but when you see the mouth, she's smiling, which is very different. How this thing is actually happened? Okay, this is because of that he Leonardo is so much understand regarding about anatomy. He understand what is actually, how do we supposed to draw this particular smile, that she's exactly really good. Okay, yeah. like like basically when you look up close she was smiling, but when you look away it's a normal, it's a very different thing. I don't know how does Leonardo did, but it was like a amazing creation of art, and it was like mind blowing. And I think this is kind of like some experience or excellence that Leonardo gets is because of that. He did lot of study about the dissection process, he did lot of understand about anatomy, how does inside our skin look like that. He understand the skeleton, muscles, bones, organs, everything, their placement, how does it move when we smile, what kind of like muscle movement, and how does it implement on the real face and things like that. He tried to figure it out, try to build the connection between our muscles and bones and face and then skins and the organs. He understand that. Okay, yeah. And because of he have that much information, he create this magical thing. Okay, yeah, which is like really crazy, really crazy. So this is what kind of like a something anatomy is kind of like a something help us to make the like a, this kind of like a understanding, like a, you understand now, like this is kind of like a some little bit off subject probably, because I don't know, like I do have this information just little bit, not really that much, but it's just like the depiction of human figure is in art is a kind of like a something very subjective. Okay, because art is also a subjective form. Okay, yeah. And um like art is not meant to be kind of like a somebody always be a perfect. Sometime imperfect art is also kind of like a really good too. Okay, yeah. So it's not really good and bad, it's about how do we use art and things like that. But still anatomy is also really essential. But another thing is that the person who draw the painting and things like that, they, at this time people do not do dissection process. Okay, at that time means like that 400 year ago people do that, because at that time they don't really have any guidance. But in today's world we have a lot of guidance regarding about how do we supposed to draw the eyes and nose and things and that. And the people who are do practice regarding about all this stuff. Okay, yeah. But can I say that if I found any kind of like a person who is really expert in painting, okay, yeah, can that person beat the Leonardo? Definitely, definitely, yeah. Yeah. Like we know there are so many painters are exist in real world. Okay, yeah, they are far more better than Leonardo da Vinci, far more better. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Like basically, I'm talking about the Leonardo. Leonardo is one of the biggest painter in the world. Biggest, like he did lot of information. How does someone beat him? Like, yeah, like basically is this thing. I know, like there are so many artists are so great that their painting is equivalent to look like a photograph. Yeah, like photograph, and they just master their skills and techniques and things like that, and they are really far ahead of Leonardo. So basically, if you are think that Leonardo is one of the greatest painter in the world, no, nothing really at all. He was the greatest painter in the world in 400 years ago, but today's world we have so many people who are so much kind of like a simply better than him. Okay, yeah. I didn't really know, but I seen that there is a guy who is kind of like a painting, and this painting is like exactly real, dude. Like exactly real. Like basically, if you like a kind of like a take the, like I don't know who's that guy. I just forget his name, but this painting is like legit photo. Like you just feel like that ki someone took the photo from the camera. No, but this is just a painting, and it was like amazing. But how this that person could kind of like achieve that excellence more than Leonardo? Why? Well, basically it's not. Okay, yeah, it's not like a basically this thing na ki let me tell you one thing. The Leonardo's excellence level is a kind of like a something very different than this person. The Okay, yeah. Why is because of that ki, like just try to understand this painting was actually kind of like a something. The Mona Lisa painting is drawn 400 years ago. Okay, yeah. So there are so many flaws and things like that in 400 years ago. But right now we figure it out that flaws. We found out the solutions and things like that. Right now we are really upgraded. So the artists, the artists are exist in the real world, today's world, are creating so much amazing portrait that cameras exactly like a cameras. Yeah, and right now the AI is also available over here. So so basically is this thing na ki AI is even more crazier than that. Okay, yeah. But still is this thing basically is this thing na the upgradation of the human technicalities always been upgraded respect to the time. Okay, I means like that the in ahead of 200 year after, there is another person who is lot more bigger than that, lot more kind of like a somebody expert in the skills and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing, if you think that ki Leonardo is one of the greatest painter in history, no, he was the greatest painter 400 year ago, but right now there are so many people are so much better than him. Okay, yeah. But still the excellence level that he get was like really incredible. As a Leonardo, he is like really incredible. Yeah. But yeah, the time is time, whatever. So this then do you understand now what is the anatomy? Okay, it's not really that hard, but still you just have to put little bit of mind and stuff inside one focus, and then you figure it out. All right, so this then, and thank you.